Welcome back, everyone, to more Gamedec. It's been a month. I think it's time we've uploaded some more. I've got a text from Ken. Hi. No idea why you turned off your walktail. What are you, a stegosaurus? Let's meet at Yeti's Coming tonight. It's low, really low. The voice of the Undercity. I'll be waiting for you. I came across something interesting, but no point talking about it now since you're not there. See ya. I didn't know what he meant by saying that my walktail was off. He could have just sensed me, but sent me a text instead. It was strange.
Hi. I am quite new to this whole thing about playing games in the net. I mean, I got all the necessary equipment and everything. But the thing is that I've never done this before, and I don't really have any friends to ask for help on this. So I was thinking maybe you could give me a tour guide and show me the ropes. Playing games in brand new world seems great and all. I just thought it'd be better if I had someone else with me, you know. Oh, what am I saying? I shouldn't have called for such a stupid reason like this. Anyway, sorry for wasting your time and goodbye.
Interesting call. Alright, check out our shit here. Nope. 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 Bunch of nope sauce. Alright. Moving on. The jukebox. Let's get some jams going.
Breaking news.
Gina Gord's on the news again. Fuck, she's hot.
Outrage in Annette's foundation. The founder of the organization, Annette D, is suspected of forcing child slave labor. This has been Warsaw City News, your source from...
What the fuck? As usual, the computer recognized me. The familiar desktop appeared on the screen. We better get to our meeting with Ken. Jump out the fucking window. Solid doors protected me in my apartment. We're headed to Low City. Maybe we'll find some titty. Alright, let's look for Yeti's Coming Bar. That's where Yetis come all the time.
Captain, the case can't be that simple.
But it is caught.
With all due respect, sir.
You're not supposed to be here. Who let you in?
Cornelia, this man, this Ken Zhao, was his name. Yes, Ken Zhao, he's dead. Nothing will change that. Shit, I failed already. Ken's dead? What the fuck? Captain, there's a doctor here. His name is Pax, and he wants to... What? We don't need that dipshit here. Sergeant Delia. We'll return to this later. Coming, Rama.
We don't let civilians in. Move along, please.
If the area is enclosed by the services, it's not classified as incommunicado. The Gamedec, by definition, obliged to know the rules of the movement, is allowed to.
No need to finish, Gamedec. You are correct. Come in.
Thank you, Mitch. I appreciate it. Alright, we gotta find out how Ken got fucked up.
Okay, can you tell us what you're doing?
A civilian. What do you want?
I'm sorry, but you're interfering with my duties.
Oh, this is good. Just make it a bit sexier, Mac. Miss Brute's line was a bit rough.
You're interfering with my...
The woman vexed as if she was advertising a new brand of slimming cream.
investigation.
Look at those metallic titties.
Was that good? Ma'am, we don't talk like that. That would be unprofessional.
That was amazing. I'd even ask you to lower your voice to a central alto, but they'll moan about it, because Miss Brute has a different timbre. Come on, ma'am, you'll be rich and famous. The cinema people will know how to sell your story. Of course, they need to vamp it up a bit.
But I really...
The Mobrium froze as the semi-transparent projection of a bird appeared above its shoulder.
Get the fuck out of here, you losers. Out, out, out.
God damn it. It's that shitty therapeutic program again.
Not as shitty as your pathetic holo movies, you film hack.
Fuck off! Let's move away from this thing and wait until it calms down, Mac. Fucking robo-fuck.
You're here to piss me off, aren't you?
A virtual projection of a bird perched itself on the Mobrium's shoulder and stared at me with its huge black eyes while sharpening its claws. That's that fucking bird right there. Oh wait, you can't see my mouse cursor. Maybe you can now. It's that fucking bird right there.
Hey, moron. My name is Fabio. 'Cause I'm fucking fabulous.
Ah, we don't have brain fixer. Fuck. Brain fixer, far off. Not getting that shit today. It was a gynoid, a female-shaped humanoid. The newest model by the Interscope Corporation. Green lips and green makeup. Hard to say if it was real. Looked like she was posing for a microgramma. I couldn't see the device, so I couldn't say for sure. Her mechanical face expressed seductive contemplation as she arched and curved her figure. I'm here because of that guy's death. Did you see? Do you know anything?
No. Martin told me something cool was happening in Low City and that I could do research for my role, so we came. Poor guy was already dead.
Who are you anyways?
You don't know me? How embarrassing. Mac Ball, actress and first model to pose in Mobrium. I thought my fame was... Oh, never mind. I'm getting ready for a role. We'll be reenacting the story of Tancred, one of the Greens. I hope I do well.
What do you think about the Outrangers?
Interesting question. Until now I thought they were just nature-loving simpletons that hated technology. But get this, the famous troublemaker Rama Martin of Sindilan is one of them. That guy knows how to party. See for yourself.
She blinked her metallic eyelids and sent me a link to the article. I don't mean to offend you, bitch, but I honestly don't know if I'm talking to a robot or a woman using a Mobrium, so could you...
Excuse me, I'm human. My brain is sitting in the belly of this beautiful Mobrium. but I understand your confusion. This one's per shell. They're made to order. It captures my real features. Cool, right?
Yeah, besides the bald head.
Yes, I am that famous director. No, I don't have a role for you.
The guy was skinny, wore massive glasses with secondary active pair on his neck, and some brightly glowing digital lenses in his eyes. He kept looking around impatiently, as if looking for someone. Beautiful, ugly, sensational, inspirational. That I didn't know.
Yes, I'm the famous director. No, I don't have a role for you, asshole. Though visually you'd fit right in. Only important stuff, please. I'm busy.
Have you been here long?
Well, a while. Still, should have come sooner. They say some guy fell from the sky. That's what I heard, at least. That's why we're here, actually. Guy falls from the sky, Rangers arrive, Mac and I receive word. Come too.
That big green mobile, that outranger inside it. Can you tell me something about her?
Tancred. Fascinating story. Make for a great horror movie. We're getting ready to film a feature on her. That's why we're here. Problem is, she has a therapeutic program that activates upon feeling strong emotions, and she becomes hard to talk to.
Darkness, rain, the ruins of Warsaw below us. Great setting for a holo movie, right?
Damn right. Don't have to change anything, really, but it's always been that way. The story matters more than the scenery. Effects, animation, makeup, it's so easy to get that stuff done. But the damn AIs could handle it. We have a shortage of stories that don't tickle some vain instinct, but you move to the core. Dialogues, characters, that's what I'm after.
Whoa, what the fuck?
X, you son of a bitch!
Get the fuck out of here! I'm in charge here, I forbid you.
Leave me alone, man. I work here too.
Fuck off! Oh shit, he just fucked that robot up.
Stop it. Do you know how much that's worth?
I don't give a damn. Get out of my sight.
What?
An outranger was leaning over Ken's body. He was pale and clearly disgusted. Is there a way I could convince you to let me examine this body?
Did you hit your head or something? It's a corpse, and I'm an officer of duty. Never heard of regulations. Want me to face disciplinary action?
Remember, it's Slow City. Yeah, there are a few people in your unit, but you'd be surprised how easily one could fall from here. These sidewalks tend to have damaged anti-G aprons, you know. His face froze and contracted. At that moment, he looked like a wolf.
All right, pal, we're finished talking.
Anything else?
The outrager grimaced and spat when he noticed me. Get lost, you heard me, motherfucker.
I can tell fact from bullshit.
The man lying dead here, Ken Zhao. How do you think he died? I know what it looks like. Bat wings and undercity below us. The captain here was first, took the anti-G harness off him. That's what he claims, at least. I didn't see it, but trust me, it's not that beacon that killed him. It must have been a weird, very weird accident. Incident, I don't know. I can't make anything out of it. His death must be damn misunderstanding. And the sight is just inhumane. It was disgraceful. He's still here on the wet walkway like a bag of human bones. How do the beacons work in general? They scan the surroundings looking for a new plant and animal species. If a beast comes close, they shoot. These here have a special task. If anything tries to fly or crawl up the lowest inhabited walkway, beacons have to shoot it down while adhering to all safety measures. People live here. There are two dangerous species around these parts, the toxic fruit bag, a seriously big bastard, and the Rattus mordax, Venednatus rat. The rats got clever and don't try climbing up anymore. The bats are dumber and charge sometimes, so the beacons shoot one down occasionally. They fire plasma. That's why there isn't much blood. Blood is no good, trust me. It attracts a shitload of trouble outside the ABB, and honestly it ruins the view here. So you get it. Maybe the beacon misfire. Does that happen? No, they're artificial intelligence, way smarter than humans. A person can make a mistake, but a beacon? No chance. Believe me, I designed them myself. Can you tell me something about the girl in the large Mobrium? Tancred Brute. Ah, the infamous Tancred. She rescued some rangers on one of the patrols behind the ABB. She paid an awful price, but now she's a legend. She's the only put in the Mobrium recently. She shouldn't be on duty yet, but firstly, they're making a holo movie about her. And secondly, she wanted to be. She has a therapeutic problem installed that sort of takes over communication if she becomes too stressed or relaxed. Supposedly it's to hasten her recovery. Good to know. I think. The drone operator was browsing some windows I couldn't see and kept glancing at his walk-tone. Wait, that's a he? I could see boredom in his every move. Buddy, you have no idea what kind of shithole I'm in right now. He was talking to someone on the line. His accent was strange. And what's up with Martinez? Well, you guys are making bank. Sure, I want to hang out, but you know how it is. I told you. Hey, buddy, I got something to do here, and... Stop bothering me, okay? No, I'm not talking to you, Hen. It's this proletariat strutting around. Jeez, the smell. Yeah, 5 more years of this shit. I can't stand it. But when I'm done, I'm telling you, it's going to be one hell of a party. Exactly, my man. And you? Buddy, you're technically working, right? This conversation doesn't appear to be work-related, so shut the fuck up. He looked over and exaggeratedly rolled his eyes. Wait, I got some native who wants something. Maybe a smoke. Yeah, I'll deal with it. Take care, hon. Well, I'm all ears, asshole. What do you want? This time he was definitely addressing me. That man, Ken Zhao. The operator jumped and shifted his gaze away from the screens I couldn't see. Ken Zhao? Hold up, buddy. You're telling me we're at the crime scene of Ken fucking Zhao? Sorry, pal, but I literally love that guy. Man, you're swearing over a corpse. Have some professionalism. Sorry, buddy. I didn't want to offend you or him. He looked at Ken's body, shaking his head in disbelief. Ken fucking Zhao. Oh my, watch. Who would have thought? I know nothing about you. Tell me something. Why are you interested? Honestly, you look more like a model than an outrager. First thing I noticed. That's why I'm asking. I'm not cut out for this shit, right? Okay, I was going to tell you to get lost, but if you're that perceptive, I'll talk. We typically say, what's your story? Mine is funny, sad, and a bit messed up, but I think that's normal at this age. At this age, you don't look old. If I still looked old after the money I spent, I'd actually be a bit fucking pissed. Okay then. I have a rather forward question. How old are you? If you don't mind, I'll just smoothly evade that question. Yeah, so, what do you want? I need your drone. I need? Typical bullshit. It's all about you, nobody else. That's why you're all stuck in this swamp, preoccupied with your pathetic existence. You don't ever stop to think about other people, to ask what someone who's, might I add, better than you might need. But no worries, I don't blame you. I'm not judging you. Some people are just born better, others worse. What did you want exactly? Drone access. I told you. Precisely. The mundane problems of mundane people. So boring. He turned to the side and paused to think. Are you still waiting for an answer? What appalling manners. Can't you read the room? Ever heard of high context communication? Well then, native, I won't give it to you, and to answer your question, I can't. I don't want to. I'm not allowed. Pick what you like. You're not getting it. You have 2 options. Authorize me or kiss the outraged goodbye, Dick Licker. You don't want Lady Matan to find out how you conduct yourself, do you? Stop messing around, buddy. You ain't got shit on me. None of you natives can even touch me. I know who your family is, Matan. Everybody does. I could pay a visit to Lady Delia Matan and kill that old bitch. Seriously? Can you even afford a ticket to Australia? I'm being threatened by a total shitbag. Unbelievable. Listen, dude. Even if you somehow reach my family's estate, they wouldn't let you pass the front door. Oh, fuck. No way, bastard. You won't threaten me again. He made a gesture, and I saw in the glasses that he had enabled sound screening. Anything I said, this fuck wouldn't hear. Freak Noir, heavy industries made this drone model for military and police use. They're used for scanning dangerous and suspicious areas. They say they're also able to detect mental constellation characteristic of sociopaths and potential murderers. City Network Access helps with this kind of shit. Realistic Systems admin credentials help too. The right name was the key. I had to find it. I browsed the data in search of signatures that fit the drone, and a few caught my attention. I entered the name and got the drone's frequency. To reset it, I had to overload its systems. And to do that, I need adequate network resources. I connected to the apartment and opened up a list of available devices. I could use their processing power to mount the attack. Holy shit. Since then, all the processing power served one goal only, sending signals to my target. I waited impatiently. I overloaded my system, my own system. I needed to find more resources with high processing power. I thought of the city heuristic system network. I just had to gain access. The garbage can was fixed in plastic concrete as if saying, "I'll stay here forever." I put my arm deep inside the sea of waste. Some leftovers from overcooked dumplings stuck to my sleeve. Not only did I not find anything useful, but the wet dough left a greasy stain and a bad smell. It was filled with cheap game pill packages, disposable drug dispensers, and bottom shelf liquor bottles. People try to escape the reality that surrounds them, hence all the liquor, games, and drugs. If you're running from the realium, it means that it's hurting you, and you have neither strength nor patience for it. Anywhere is better than here and now. When you choose to get high, reality adapts to you, not the other way around. It's really something. Sidewalk graffiti was not a common sight. That one was made with permanent paints, the color stayed vivid despite attempts at heavy cleaning. Every streetwide person knows what to use to get where they need. I gained access to devices connected to the city heuristic network. Bizarre name. Under a larger inscription that said "Analyze it," there was a smaller one. The end of the iteration was near. Was it really? That was how war drivers marked the city system control networks they had opened. Code names. There had to be a way to identify them. I issued some commands. The system displayed all surveillance drones within the range. Grammy, Pantalone, Outranger. I wondered what these systems were. I was on level 47. I issued some commands. The system displayed all surveillance drones within range. That looks like the same fucking ones. Maybe we need one out of range. these very user-friendly devices. I studied the manual engraved in the armor, pressured some sensors, waited for the panel to move aside, and watched as the battery slid into my hands. The beacon began an emergency system shutdown. I watched it turn itself off and walked away.
You're no better than a duck.
Boom fucking teleportation. Here I am again. So tell me, what the fuck did you do? Or actually shut up, otherwise you just pissed me off. Captain Diglicker. Alright, how do we get to the city resources here? Brush up on my fucking skills. I wondered what this piece of junk could offer the people in the lowest layer of Polis. Welcome. Please note that the tourist console has begun to the city reistic systems. The offer presented by this device is outdated. Feel free to use the holo screen standing alongside it to get the latest information, including on tourism. I wondered what the piece of junk could offer. Apparently not shit. Beowulf, the Outrager's vehicle. They must have arrived in it. On the pilot seat, I found a familiar box made of steel, a trophy case. Every kid knows what they look like. The window was slightly lowered, so I managed to reach into the cabin and feel the box in my hand. It was closed with a latch. Picking mechanical locks isn't like hacking or coding. Nothing compares to the happy click you hear when you get it right. Inside was an anti-G harness. It seemed fine, but when I tried to turn it on, it didn't work. I wonder why. The anti-G harness made by Freak Noir Heavy Industries. It consists of a couple of straps and anti-gravity generators that allow the user to float in the air. Outrangers have their quirks. For one, they adore fresh air, so the windows in their vehicles are always half open. They also dislike circuitry, so I wasn't surprised to see the ignition slot. The key was missing, though. The driver must have had it. Searching more garbage cans. I reached inside, trying not to touch its sticky edges. I failed. Just below the top layer, I reached some sticky liquid, probably the same shit that ran down the sides of the bin. I plunged my hand deeper, pushing through things I didn't want to picture. The tips of my fingers finally reached a warm metal object. I pulled out something made of metal and wiped the slime off. I looked closely at the object, but had no idea of its purpose. Cool.
I'll have to quit smoking at some point in the future.
This man glared at the soaking wet tobacco as if deliberating whether it was worth picking up. He shrugged and pulled out another cigarette. Fuck all this. He only noticed me once he lit and inhaled deeply. He sent me a quizzical glance. I have a few questions, and I wanted to... Pax raised his hand. He took a fresh pack of real nicotine cigarettes out of his pocket. From another, he grabbed a lighter engraved with Asclepius's cane. He lit up lazily, took a smoke and tasted it. I'm burning to hell. Sadly, my fire's being doused by a certain problem. There's a hideous toad roaming around here interrupting my work. Toads, huh? Only thing I remember from the Low City patrols is the contempt they showed to the inhabitants. They pretended to care about us, but only thought of us city dwellers. Screw them. He looked at me with a mix of amusement and pity. He wanted to say something, but a coughing fit interrupted him. Once he had it under control, he took a drag of his cigarette as if nothing happened. I'd like to use your Metabot. He squinted and asked without taking the cigarette out of his mouth. And what do you need it for? Gramps, you don't want to make my job hard. Those who do always regret it, understand? I closed my hands in a fist, ostentatiously. He looked at my hands and burst out laughing. Seriously, what, you gonna kill me? He chuckled as if I just told him a good joke. Gave me a pat on the shoulder. Some ash from my cigarette fell into my arm. You'd be doing me a favor. I wouldn't have to pay for my euthanization. I could even show you how to punch to get it over with quickly. Seems like you and the captain go way back. Yeah. What happened between you two? What's your story? He took a puff and exhaled through his nose. He ruined my career. It started over a year ago. I worked in Warsaw City Central Hospital. I had a respectable position, second-degree specialization. We got the call to the ABB, a bite or a sting. I went there with a team. Landed right by the barrier. An outranger unit led by Basilides was scrambling. The victim was a civilian, the captain's partner, Michael Sosnowski. He took a long drag, staring into the distance. When he finally exhaled, a pale blue cloud enveloped him. Something bit him on the neck. Went into shock. His airways were closing up. We call it firing up the engines. For the trip to the other side, I mean. The outrangers kept shouting it was some type of gadfly, Hypodermia bovis toxica. Typically all you need in such cases are syrup, an anti-shock kit, and water. Something was off. The gadfly's bite leaves a swollen lump with 2 red patches around it. And there was a lump, but not a lot of redness. And I saw that lump started to blacken, as if necrosis has already started. I'd only ever seen wolf spider bites progress that fast. What puzzled me was there was only one bite mark. Spiders leave 2. I knew I'd have to cut off his head if it had been a wolf spider. Otherwise he'd die. Damn, that must have been tough, huh? He glanced at me, pressed his lips tightly and nodded, slowly. Spiders sometimes lose their pedipalps fending off wasps or other damn things. I concluded it must have been a wolf spider cripple and made my choice. Pedipalps? What are those? It's the part of the son of a bitch stabs its victims with to inject its digestive juices into the other shit. Each spider has 2. He took a puff and spoke in a whisper. I loaded this Michael guy into the ambulance and he literally lost his head before the captain's eyes. He survived, but Basilides sued me. I checked later and found that Sosnowski had pheromone injections done to protect against insects, but not against arachnids. What injections are you talking about? He tried to hide his bewilderment. It's like a vaccine. Makes us exude pheromones that keep away the nasties behind the ABB. Everyone has standards set done in childhood, but to go past the barriers, you have to have them all. Didn't you learn that in school? His eyes narrowed as he puffed a cigarette, as if trying to remember what he just said. The bite mark was destroyed by decapitation. The blood from his head machine washed, so there was no solid leads in the investigation. And eventually the court ruled there wasn't enough evidence, so it went cold. But the stench remained. I was let go, and since I wagged my tongue a bit too much, I couldn't find decent jobs anyway. So you see, that is our story. He looked at the cigarette, blood smoldering between his fingers, and tossed it away. I saved his boyfriend. Was I right? I don't know. I could help you with the screen problem. His shifty eyes looked up at me. Really? Did you do something to make the captain leave? Provoke him to hit you or something? Or find something to discredit him?
I'll try.
Pax nodded and sighed with relief. Thank you. The Metabot, a pillar of healthcare service. They say doctors become obsolete because these things can easily replace them. The device had 2 multi-joint limbs, but certainly had some more manipulators up its sleeves as well. Information panels kept flashing on the lid. It was a clunky old model, sturdy and trustworthy. And we're still trying to figure out how to hack this shit. I think that helps me to hack.
Anything else?
Axe! You son of a bitch!
A well-built man was loitering on the sidewalk and giving the doctor menacing looks. Hard day. You know it, pal. I command a bunch of retards. I got a film crew here, and then there's also this fucker Pax. He looked at me as if he had suddenly woken up. Wait a second, who let you in here? I'm a Gamedec. I have a right to be here. If you have any doubts, check them against the regulations. The man narrowed his eyes. Who doesn't love losing control of the situation? A wonderful feeling. I heard that your exoskeletons are so ridiculously slow that kicking your canned asses is like shooting fish in a barrel. The mosquitoes buzz. You wouldn't know that sound, but believe me, whatever gets close splatters on my slow armor like a bug on a windshield. I understand that you're the captain of these mosquitoes. You say die and they lay dead before their big scary master. I've seen you command your men, and honestly, I'm surprised anyone listens to you. Your mosquitoes, that's another story. They're afraid. But thinking people? Talk all you want, it won't work on me. You and the doctor seem to hate each other. You think so? Where'd you get this from? Don't ask for details, but I have my sources. I know things, and I don't need a witness to an argument to know what happened. The man nodded. It seemed he was getting pissed off. Pax and I have a history, and it's not one with a happy ending. I'd rather he left. So you and Pax, what happened? The man rubbed his eyebrows and sighed. It was over a year ago. Our unit was on patrol duty behind the ABB. My husband, Mikkel, was with us. There weren't many dangerous species in that area, well, except for insects. They're everywhere. Mikkel... The man looked down and grunted. He swallowed and straightened up. A gadfly bit his neck, hypoderma bovis toxicum. Got really swollen and shit, so we quickly evacuated. Then an ambulance arrived. Pax was in it. He was an arrogant and confident. The fool said that if it wasn't a gadfly, but a Brazilian wandering spider that lost its fucking pedipalp. It sounds ridiculous. A spider that lost its pedipalp. Well, while going shopping? Exactly. Despite protest, Pax ordered decapitation to save Mikkel's life. Is it Michael's life without a fucking... I don't know. You motherfuckers can't spell it. He lost his body because of that moron. Now he's an involuntary Zeonet. Keeping his head alive costs a fortune. He can't afford to regenerate his whole body. It's too expensive. With one decision unsupported by any evidence, this prick turned our life into a nightmare. So yeah, this is our history, my friend. No happy ending for me, and since we don't see a way out of it, well, never mind. Why do you want Pax to leave? The man frowned and shuffled his armor boots. It brings back painful memories. I need access to the body. I'd like to take a look at it. I have more important things to worry about, son.
Captain, for me, this isn't just an assignment. I've known Kensal for years. If it were your teammate lying on the sidewalk, would you give up this investigation?
No, son. There are boundaries. Sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. So no.
How did Ken die?
However terrible it may sound, it seemed that the MCC beacon mistook him for a kind of bat and fired at him.
I need access to your drone.
Do you now? And I need access to the anti-gravity shower and some good tea. And you know what, Gamedec? I won't get either.
I knew a soldier once, funny guy like yourself. But when he put on his uniform, he did what he had to, and he didn't make stupid fucking jokes on duty.
Duty, huh? Service before self, I guess. You got me by the balls there, friend. All right, I'll give you the damn access.
Sorry, Captain, but shouldn't the Outrangers try to divert suspicion away from the beacon?
What are you implying, son?
I think you're deliberately trying to take this case in a strange direction.
That's a serious accusation. You shouldn't make those without strong proof, and I assume you don't have any, do you?
Someone's blackmailing you. That's the only rational explanation. He gave me a harsh look and opened his mouth to say something, but then he stopped, grunted, and rubbed his eyes as if deflated.
Oh, by all mutations, I'm so tired.
Who's doing it? Why do they want to blame the Outrangers?
Leave it, son. I'm not telling you.
I don't know. Do we need more information on that fuck?
You gave us control so we can play with the machine. Use the drone to gather data from each of the cameras. Then compile the data to get a complete recording of Ken's fall. Not sure how this works. Oh, I think we got them all. Guy's pissed.
What is it this time?
Let's see if we can help the captain instead. I used to be a glazer. I'm pretty skilled when it comes to technology. Interesting, but no, you can't help me. By the way, on a completely unrelated note, there's a Metabot hanging around. It pisses me off. I'd be over the moon if it finally broke down. I have no idea why I just said that. I walked up to the edge of the sidewalk. It was a good place for the Adron to spot me. Bored with your existence, not getting enough sunlight in the lower levels? Treat yourself to a trip to the Eco-Logos Bios Estate and enjoy the warm sunshine for an entire day. The bio estates are located within the AVBS. Eat natural meals, touch natural materials, and discover exotic archflora. The Eco-Logos Bios Estates are not responsible for any complications caused by intense contact with nature. I need to use your resources. I am owned by Advert Polex. I cannot give subsystem access to unauthorized persons. I opened a command window, entered my corporate license number, and issued a command to take over control of the device. Hello, officer. Pursuant to the Ordinance of Hardware Access for Social Happiness Controllers, number 3228-11C, the Advert Polex companies grant you control of this device. Good luck. I opened the list of available ads and picked a sequence that might alter Tancred's emotional state. I confirmed the set of ads and directed the signal straight to Tancred's brain.
Weather's beautiful, isn't it?
A semi-transparent cat appeared at the Mobrium's feet and started licking its paw. It had to be yet another projection. Hello there. My, what wonderful weather we're having. We haven't been introduced yet, have we? I'm Behemoth, and you are? Was told you know something about Kin's death, is that right? My friend, you've come here for favors without even a drop of booze, or any respect for the rule of quid pro quo. How rude. I think you're a reasonable person, someone who could help Tancred with my assistance. For that, we need the function key from her Mobrium. If you were to stumble upon it and bring it back, I'd be grateful. I mean, Tancred would be grateful, of course. Where could I find it? Maybe it's in one of the compartments on her Mobrium. I'm not sure. You see, I don't have access to that part of her mind. I only know she doesn't have it on her. Must have lost it or something. He licked his paw and looked at me, turning his head, his pupils dilated. In that moment, he reminded me of a small, helpless kitten. Well, we're getting close. We're not completing anything here.
Only important stuff, please. I'm busy.
Got any shit on the captain? Show business, huh? They say it's a bitch of an industry. He looked at me as if to say, yeah, tell me about it. Making a holo movie must be tough. The producer always gets their way, competition biting at your heels. They push some young talent on you, some exec's failure of a son. Man, you have to have the nerves of steel or connections. Advertising is a better business. If you don't know how to swim with the sharks, you better keep out of the water. I'm somewhat of an independent creator myself, and there's kind of a shark swimming around here. The captain, he's getting on my nerves. Got anything on him? Of course, I mean, I did film the guy beating up a Metabot. The question is, though, why should I give it to you? I'm an informational officer. They call us in-offs because we go inside people's lives and can turn some things off. If an incident like this takes place, people like me should have access to relevant documentation. I'm asking you to hand it over. The man eyed me up and down, barely holding back a laugh. Buddy, have you heard about copyright and freedom of speech? Get the fuck out of here. Man, I can't catch a fucking break. those who don't know, these machines try to destroy them by punching the top console. Bad idea. That's the least vulnerable spot. I reached below and felt for the main wiring hatch. I punched it a few times, and I heard the material break. Are you sure you want to do that? This machine's quite expensive, you know. I'm not going to fight you, my religion forbids me to, but please, could you just... I tugged some cables and whatever else I could. The Metabot shrieked like a wounded animal. Machinery screeched. Then the indicators flickered and died. Congratulations, the patient is dead. The doctor took a drag on a cigarette. Thugs wherever you look. What am I going to do in this low city? Captain should be pleased.
What is it this time?
I decided to do a little vandalism. I destroyed that Metabot. I know I should be happy, but it's still eating at me. Anyways, thank you. I need access to the body. Alright, I'll send word to my people.
Anything else?
Oh, I got access to the
I
body.
can tell fact from bullshit.
Do you know anything about the reistic systems? They're like a matrix. You know, they surround us. Just kidding. But not really. Seriously, though. It's complicated. I'm afraid I'll mix it up. Lots of encrypting protocols. I'm not going to teach you to hack. Take this address. It's all written down, but you didn't get it from me. I'm looking for Tancred's function key. Yeah, for what? I was talking to this cat. Said he needs it to finish therapy. That cat, Behemoth, is a liar. Don't believe anything he says. If he asks for the key, I won't give it to you. No way. Toads typically hold such objects in their right thigh compartments. The lateral placement allows for the approach from behind. His communicator rang. I touched the sensor and the compartment opened. Good thing the rain was loud. I took the key and they closed the compartment. I was able to do all this without him noticing. The victim supposedly had an anti-G harness on it. Where is it? They say the captain took it off and secured it, but I didn't see that happen. It's probably in the bail room. Yeah, that's what I picked up already.
I can tell fact from bullshit.
I thought I was supposed to have fucking access.
We can't just close the case. Not like this.
The Outranger frantically flipped through the data on the Infolia. She didn't pay attention to me. Oh, it's you. What do you need? You flew here with an entire unit. Is there anything I should know about it? I wouldn't call us a unit yet. We still need to work some things out, and I'm not sure we ever will. So far, it's a group of mavericks. The drone operator is a spoiled kid in an unbelievably expensive genskin. Captain Basilidus struggles with his own demons, and then there's Tancred. What do you mean when you said the captain struggles with his own demons? Let's keep this between you and me, but he's been acting really weird. Work used to be the most important thing for him, but now... It's just a hunch, but it seems as though he's struggling between his duty and emotions. No, not like that. He seems conflicted between service and family, but I may be wrong. I'm not a telepath. Either way, something's eating at him, and it's sad. The drone operator is using an expensive genskin. Can Outrangers even use those? They can. It's actually safer that way. And yes, it's terribly expensive. I've never seen one like this before. I'll send you an article. Ken Zhao's death. What's your hypothesis? Why, did you hear the story that the captain is trying to shove down our throats? That beacon bullshit? Why do you think it's bullshit? Because it doesn't really add up, and even if I can't stretch enough, even if it did, it would be damn harmful to us. Why exactly doesn't it add up about that hypothesis? Well, for one, the beacon's logs are empty, and of course the report doesn't even mention this. Okay, so what do you think happened? He was shot, that's certain, but not by a beacon. A human did this. Your name is Cornelia Delia. Quite peculiar. What's it to you, pal? I didn't choose my name or surname. It's from the rejuvenation area. I guess it's fine, but I hate Cornelia. It was my grandma's name. Anyways, I don't want to talk about it. lose some shit. I don't get it.
Pamiętaj, by regularnie używać lamp solarnych lub odwiedzać poziom Beach in High City. To tylko jeden przycisk w windzie.
I can tell fact from bullshit.
Piece together the recording of Ken's fall, which I did, but now what the fuck do I do? Find out when Ken died, so...
Fuck it. Fuck all of this.
I feel excellent for a guy who'll soon rendezvous with the Reaper. Are you dying? Not at the moment. I'll fire up the engines in about 3 months, then I'll fly away. Too bad Guy isn't the destination. He looked at me at the metabar and exhaled smoke, barely stopping himself from coughing. Assuming the diagnosis is correct. He coughed, but kept the smoke in his mouth. The cigarette paper started soaking with red. He grabbed the wet butt and looked at it with disgust. He tossed it in the abyss below us and lit up another. It probably is. So what's wrong with you? Stem cell cancer. No cure, believe me. I'm a doctor. But you're the doctor. You could sense your friends, I'm sure they would. He stopped me with a gesture. A PLP is the only thing that could help me. Can't afford it. Too many debts. And I'm tired. No more of this.
This seems like a perfect time for a drink.
I inserted the key. The indicators lit up and the cat observed approvingly. Thank you, kind sir. This will surely help. Tancred will be thrilled with the world I made for her. Oh, right, about that poor fool. He came here, flew around, but he was also in another world. Get it? Reistic human? Ken died in game. We got all kinds of fucking hypotheses here. Alright, folks, I think we got some more investigating to do. One thing I don't understand is this fucking camera. Okay, that turned blue. Maybe I have to do this all at one time. I didn't notice that the first time. I ain't gonna lie. Oh, now we got it. Oh. Oh. Alright. Well, that changes things. And gives us a bit more information, which we shall follow up on in the next video. Thanks for watching.